lucharán.
Boom, what impact! You gotta believe this one's over. Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one competitor comes out ahead here. And here's the lockup. Look at these two jockeying for position.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a...
She's looking at it.
In a submission match. Oh, nasty impact.
She got it!
Boom, what a kick. Looks like she's starting to stumble a bit. Looking at it here. Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, no?
Looking for... Oh, man, incredible impact!
Is that it? Is it over?
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of... And now, one more time.
Oh, what impact. That should do it.
She might have it. Nope, she releases it.
Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole.
She looks for...
And face first, flapjack. This one's over, guys.
Boom! She's got something in mind. She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in...
I think this is the beginning of the end. She's starting to fight out, guys.
The WWE Universe...
Whoa, she escapes the stretch.
You sound surprised, Cole. Come on, there's no way she was going to tap to that.
She's starting to take a beating. She's going to have to make sure this doesn't get out of hand.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
Before you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out in any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a flip.
She's looking at it.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting...
We know what's coming here. Byron, you mentioned the submission. Moonsault!
That's all she wrote, fellas.
Yeah, that... Oh, here it is, the Dragon Sleeper! She better do something fast. Not so fast. She breaks it.
Yeah, but it's got to just be a matter of time before she gets picked off here.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
Beautiful technique. She can pick up the win here, guys.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart. Showing some quickness there.
Oh,
what an uppercut!
Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana.
The end may be near, folks. This is not at all where she wants to be right now.
I don't know how these women are finding it within themselves to power through here. This is amazing.
Back now inside the ring. And it's reversed.
No, I might have just shattered their face.
She's calling for it. She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
She got her with a reversal. This could be it. She better do something fast. The pressure's too much. They tapped. Now let's take a look back at these ladies in action.
Look at her go. Remember this? Almost forgot about this one. And finally...
Here is your winner, the Phantom, Katsuyori Yamashita.
Now that's eking out a win.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I'd lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
With that win in the books, we must now move on.